Hello fellow modelers, Bruce here. Taking a little break from building structures and working on the layout, and gonna take one at a time on some of the old locomotives and give them a little tune-up so that they can run well. And today we're going to take a look at my Athearn Hustler. These things date back into the 1950s, I believe. Athearn sold a ton of them, that's for darn sure. And let's see what I saw here someplace, that the box is made and printed in California. Can you believe at one point in time we actually made things in the United States? Well, what do we know about the Hustler besides the fact that they sold a ton of them? Well, we know that they were in the line of locos that had elastic band drives, and we know that this little guy was known for its quiet, slow running ability. Or was it just the opposite, a noisy speed demon? Well, either way, fond memories of a point in time when I was a younger person. Alright, a little prying on both sides here, and we should be able to get it off. Okay, all off in one piece. Just looking to see, alright. But the key on all of these is if you're going to have to get those elastics off, you have to get the one side frame off that has the screws. They are slotted screws, not Phillips head. This will get those axles off so you can get to the elastic bands. There are people still selling the elastic bands for these, so if you need replacements, you can get them. I think this needs basically wheel cleaning and commutator cleaning, a little bit of lubrication, and that's it. All right. This is of the generation where they had a lead wire connected down here rather than the clip over the top. I think I'll take that off so I don't break that wire at all. While we have this thing apart, we'll put KD compatible couplers on. All right. Take those off right now just to do a little cleaning. And there, we got it apart. Now, looking at the commutator, it is pretty dirty. Looking at the best way to get to that commutator. Yeah, I think I can see how that all comes apart, but let's take a look at some of these other things while we have it. The wheels are certainly dirty, so we will clean those off. I think what I will do is start with the bright boy and then get my Dremel out and give it a good cleaning with the Dremel tool. Yeah, those are dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. You might wonder why anybody would salvage one of these. As I say, they were not known as nice smooth runners. Yeah, first of all, they're yes, a tie to my youth. So anyway, yeah, fond memories of a different hustler and a different time. Don't know what happened to that one. Lost and gone forever. But picked this one up not too long ago, and it runs, but certainly could tell it needed some work. So we're getting those wheels looking a lot better than what they were. You don't need to watch this whole thing. I'll show you when I get to Dremel. All right, after the initial cleaning, I did get my Dremel out, put a brass wire brush in instead of a steel one. I'm just giving them a final polish. Always wear safety glasses when you do this. It's not rare to feel something tinging against your cheeks when you do this as little bits fly off, and if you feel it on your cheek, you could get it in your eyes. Just be careful. These are looking very good now. So if we continue to have any problems, they're not going to be from dirty wheels anyway. Okay. Onward. Okay, to get to the commutator on this particular version of the Hustler, you have to remove this plate, which had a screw right here, and you have to remove the two springs that are, I guess, attached to the brushes, and then you can wiggle this little bugger off. All right. Now you can see the commutator and how dirty it is. So what I will do is start with a little alcohol on a cotton swab and get the worst of it off, and then go to my fiberglass brush. Okay. Let's see how we can clean that up. Well, you do get an awful lot off, so no wonder it was not running the best. I'll just go in there with the fiberglass brush and do a little more cleaning on the commutator face. And then I'll clean out the slots between those faces. Yeah. And all these old motors, 95% of the time at least, it's just the commutator is filthy. So, all right. That looks a lot better. Now, all right, before I reassemble this, I just want to show you something about the brushes on this particular model. Let's see if we can get it where you can see. Maybe not. But there is, in one side of the brush, one end of the brush, a slot like a screwdriver slot. And the other side, of course, is smooth, and, well, once they're used, a little concave where it's been rubbing on the commutator. But I would imagine that these springs are to go into that slot. So I'm going to try to arrange that and reassemble. All right, a little test with a 9-volt battery before I do any reassembling. Have the everything is cleaned, lubricated, and we have success. And switch it around. Sounds good, works good. Okay. What I'm going to do now is clean out the bearings where the wheels go in. These are all cleaned up, the wheels. Clean those, replace the couplers, and then reassemble. I think I'm going to put in replacement couplers something I got off of the internet, Amazon of course, and it's a different brand, probably made in China for sure, a knockoff of KD compatible from Model Train Accessories, EVA model, something like that, EVE model. So give them a try. They're pretty inexpensive, but on this old Hustler, we'll give it a try. Talk to you again soon. All right, let's see this Hustler actually running on the tracks here. A little trouble on the turnouts, but I'm trying to creep it along a little bit, which is not its favorite running speed. Caught on the turnout there. So I think, as usual with these little guys, they like running at about 300 miles an hour. But at least she's running again. Not the biggest fan of these new couplers yet, but this is not maybe the best loco to try it on. They have kind of a long shank on them, so it's kind of like the KDs that had the long shank. But at any rate, we have a functioning Hustler again. Just a novelty, so I can throw back to my youth. And certainly won't run it in operations, but yeah, still operating. Alrighty, as always, if you enjoyed the video, just give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel. And this era of Hustler, a little bit different than a lot of the others, like my old one and a lot I saw on YouTube, in that it does not have the big metal clamp going over the top of the motor to conduct the electricity. So yeah, different generation for sure. Alrighty, talk to you again soon. Well, after I finished the video, I decided to take those new couplers off of the Hustler. They just didn't operate in the coupler box the way the originals did. And I put the horn hooks back on, and Hustler seems to like the horn hooks. They go back and forth better in the coupler box. And so I will leave the horn hooks on there. Again, doubt that I'll run it much If it sees once a year coming out of the box, it'll probably be a lot. All right, talk to you.